Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is what we're going to make today for a very quick and satisfying dinner. We have the boneless chicken breasts, half a cup of peas. This is half a cup of dried orzo that I cooked for about 8 minutes until it was just al dente. And I have an onion, and I have a can of this great Elmer Accents. It's garlic and olive oil. Let me get to this. It says ideal for a bruschetta. That would be nice. It's finely chopped tomatoes, and it's about a 540 millimeter can. I'm doing this in real time because I always think that that's a good way to show you that it can be done quickly, even though I'm chatting away, and likely you might be able to even do it faster without all the talk. Yeah, like, cameraman Dave, he's talking so much he's interrupting me.
Yes.
So,
I really need to shut up.
Yeah, I know, you're extremely loud and very intrusive.
I apologize.
Well, I hope so. I like onions. You know onions are really good for you.
Uh-huh.
They're quite healthy. They've got all kinds of...
I'm getting shadows that I don't normally get. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's my evil side showing up on camera. Ooh.
That's your alternate personality.
That's right. And God knows I have many of them. Don't you agree? And be very careful how you answer this question.
I like all of them.
Does this alternate shadow make me look fat? So I've cut the onion in half, and then I've quartered it. And we just cut it in some quick pieces, so we're not going to belabor cutting it extremely thinly or chopping it up. I just want you to see that this is easy to do. And after all, this is a recipe for the brain dead, so you have to be brain dead in order to be able to do this. Speaking of brain dead, you just saw that, you know how we like to talk about movies and stuff. You just saw that zombie movie, right, called Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
You liked it. I'm not a big zombie fan. But...
No, I'm not a zombie fan at all, but that one was clever.
Yeah?
And it got really high marks on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
And
tomatoes, see, that's a cooking thing, so I appreciate us
you are
talking.
doing the that's
Yes.
Tomatoes, right?
That is tomatoes,
There you
yes.
go.
It's
They're
very
not
nice
rotten.
that you recognize that. No, they're not rotten. They are canned, but not rotten.
Right.
So here we are. I have chopped up the tomato very roughly. You saw how quickly I did it and how easily I did that. So I am just going to heat up my oil, and I have it on about a medium high. I'm going to put in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. I'm guesstimating this. I'm sure that's about a couple. What do you think?
I think it might be a little bit more than a cup.
Well, you know what? It spreads out. It has a little more surface volume, doesn't it? I'm heating this up, and I am just going to throw these in. They're going to start sizzling soon. I don't have to actually wait till the oil is really hot to get it started. And I've got my 2 chicken breasts. Now, these ones are not equal in size, but it's probably around...
No breasts are equal in size.
Ha ha ha. God, you're so funny.
It's the
How
truth.
can I stand it?
It's the truth. I'm not making a joke. It's a fact.
That
Look it up.
is probably true. That is true. Okay, so
Stating a fact.
chopping it up into chunks, right? This is the bigger one of the two, FYI, because seeing as you brought it up. I think are you a breast man or a leg man? I'm talking about chickens now, by the way.
Oh, breast for sure.
Okay, how about in women? Again,
I like all the pieces.
So you like the nice juicy thigh, do you?
I won't say no to a nice juicy thigh.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's good. Or a plump breast.
I said that too.
So, continuing to cut up the chunks of the chicken, and I just have them in, I don't want them in really... Oh, Oscar's home from his foray out in the condo hall.
Come here, Oscar.
Visits all the neighbors and his friends. Just going to give this a little stir.
It's a little bit
Excuse me.
vociferous. He's
more
also
than-
talkative.
I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. Yes, what do you have to report?
What's going on out in the hall?
Oh, Timmy fell in the well again? Oh, terrible. Cutting up the chicken. By the way, what came first, the chicken or the egg? How would you answer that?
Well, there's actually an answer, and the answer is the egg, because found a video that explains it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's the egg first.
Yep.
Okay.
I can attach the video.
I think you should, because is it easy to explain right now?
No.
Okay.
But the video explains it well.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to discuss that at this point. And how about the lunar landing? Was that a hoax?
Nope, not a hoax.
Why was it not a hoax?
Well, I showed you that video as well. The guy made definitive proof that you can prove that man landed on the moon because the technology was there, but the technology wasn't there to fake it.
I think that's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to just turn this down a little bit.
To what?
I'm turning it down to about medium, about 6.
Okay, 6.
There we go. Yeah, 6. I don't want this to get really burned or anything, but I do want it to cook. It's a little brown at parts, but that's fine. I consider that like caramelization. And who doesn't love caramel?
This is true.
I love caramel. So it's your birthday on Sunday?
Yay.
Wow. So I'm going to have to step up and make sure that it's going to be fun for you.
Yeah, because, I'm turning 51 and that's a little traumatic.
Well, you're still a young pup.
Yeah.
I married young, what can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, I was young when I married.
Art.
Well, I think you'll enjoy it, you'll have fun. I hope it will meet all your expectations.
That'll be difficult because they're usually pretty high.
Well, start lowering them now.
Okay.
Because then you won't be disappointed. I think that's sort of the way.
Okay.
With anything, you should have low expectations, because then if it exceeds it, you're happy. And then if it just reaches those low expectations, you're happy anyway, because you weren't
That's true.
expecting more.
It's just a bonus then.
That's right. Adding in the bird here. Oh, I found this piece is a little too large for my liking. Okay, let's chop that down a bit. There we go. And we're just going to cook the pinkness out of that. So I just quickly wash my hands.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Onions always smell good when they're
onions smell great when they're cooking. It's there are actually people who don't like onions. I don't understand it. I think when I was younger, probably I wasn't an onion fan, but
I don't like raw onions.
I don't mind it. I mean, I like red raw onion in the salad.
Okay,
it can
that's
really add a lot.
true. I'll give you that.
You know when I make that?
And I like green onion, so
I
I'll
love
give you
green
that.
onion. Yeah.
But raw white onion, not so much.
No?
Not for me.
I don't know.
And I'm a pretty liberal eater.
What's the weirdest thing that you've eaten? Because you've traveled a little bit, so I'm bringing this up a bit just to cook it a little more.
Mm-hmm.
What's
and
the weirdest?
Going on to 7? Okay.
Yeah, 7.5 maybe. Yeah. Just get the pinkness out of all this chicken.
The weirdest thing I've eaten?
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
Well, when we were in New Orleans, we had some unusual things.
I mean, alligator, but I don't
Yeah, I
think
had
that's
alligator. I've had boar. I've had ostrich.
Yeah. Have
I've
you had like
rabbit.
snake?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I can eat a rabbit. I mean, they're pets.
Well, when they're cooked, they're not so much fun.
It's hard to present your pet on a platter.
They don't do anything. They just kind of lay there.
It's awful.
So by that point, you might as well eat them.
That's terrible.
I'm just saying.
Terrible. People are going to hate it.
I mean, we're going to eat the chicken here, right? It's not exactly like...
But it's not exactly...
It doesn't have much of personality at this point.
No, it has no personality. But I am playing with the chicken.
That's true. Although, I think it's got more personality than some people I've met.
Even in this state?
In this state.
That's
yeah,
true. And we won't name names, but we know who you are. So just trying to get the pinkness out of it, give it a little brown texture here. Not texture, but brown color.
It's cooked through, so it's not going to give you botulism.
Yeah.
Salmonella. No,
salmonella.
salmonella.
Yeah. I think you get botulin from canned goods
Okay.
because that's the.
Well, we are having peas.
Yes, but those are frozen peas. They weren't canned.
Oh, okay.
So I would attest to the integrity of the peas. Speaking of which, it's half a cup frozen. You can see that they're still frozen. So I'm going to just dump them in now. It'll give me a little water to steam off the rest of this chicken with. And just a little bit of peas. I don't want to, sort of have too many peas in here, and then it's going to be more peas than chicken.
So this is just a chicken, peas, and rice dish, right? With the...
Well, not rice. I'm using orzo.
Oh, orzo. Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a poor man's paella sans the shrimp. Actually, putting shrimp in here would be really nice.
Yeah, we don't have any though.
No, we do not have any, but it would be just absolutely lovely. How many minutes are we at here, Cameraman Dave?
10 minutes, 52 seconds.
That's pretty good. And that's like
Almost
from
11
scratch with the chopping and the chatting and the
chopping and the chatting
and the frying and the kibitzing
and the carrying on.
Carrying on. It's like
It's out of control.
but the dinner is not out of control. The dinner
like you
is
have it
very
under
much
control.
in control. Absolutely. I'm going to just
It's getting pink, pink inside.
a little bit, not much. But we are going to remedy that very quickly. So I am cranking this baby up to about, not power. Let me go a little down. So right up to high. So I'm going to add the tomatoes in. Just pour in these tomatoes. Yep.
Now that's looking very colorful.
Very nice. Isn't that pretty? And it's
That's-
got the garlic and the olive oil in it.
This is not an Italian dish, though, right? Or is it?
Not really. Well,
it
it's
is
more,
red, white,
it's
and
more,
green.
Yeah, it's more an ode to I guess, Spain or Portugal,
Okay.
or Spanish and Portugal. I would use rice in it, but you know what? I just thought I've got orzo on hand.
I like
I'm going to use
orzo.
orzo. You could also use rice, which would be perfectly fine with this. Rice would take you longer to cook, so that's one of the reasons why I chose the orzo. Does not take
You
very
dump
long.
the orzo right into this?
Yes, I'm going to because I already pre-cooked it. You could be cooking the orzo, while you're prepping your cutting and everything. And as I said, it's about 8 minutes to cook the orzo, and you're going to be adding it in at the last minute. So you could technically dump it right from your pot that you've cooked it in.
So you're not going to serve it on top of the orzo, so it's
No,
going to
I am
become
not.
part. It's going to absorb all the
It will
flavoring.
be at one with the orzo.
Ooh, that's very
Yes.
holistic of you.
Very holistic. It will be at one, and you'll see now I'm adding in the orzo. So this was only half a cup of orzo, if you can believe it. Look how much orzo it produced.
So does orzo have as much starch as rice does?
Well, orzo is actually a pasta.
So it does. So it's all starch.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Just like rice would have starch in it, so would the orzo. It's rice-shaped pasta,
Oh, interesting.
but it still is a pasta.
I like the mouthfeel.
What, of the orzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, and if you cook it al dente, it's really fantastic.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Or you
and-
just cook it enough where it has a bit of bite to it.
That's right. AKA
Al dente.
It's once again we have one of those doctors name, or no, that would be like a
Al-
gangster name.
Kept paging al dente.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get al dente to do the job. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Okay.
But you'd have to do it with bite, with a little bit of
That's
chewiness.
right. Chewiness.
Right.
Okay. Now it just needs a few crankings of salt,
Okay.
and I'm going to finish with just a little bit of olive oil.
Do that.
A little bit, maybe about a tablespoon, because it gives it a really nice taste there at the end. And I'm going to have you do the salt test.
You're gonna give me a taste.
Yes, I shall, right now. I'm just going to turn it off
No, I've
for the
noticed
moment.
most of the meals that you make are within 15 minutes.
Well, that,
Is
for
that
us,
intentional?
I try to make it quick, on the weekend, if we have more time, definitely. Now, check that for salt.
Needs a touch pepper.
A little more pepper? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's salt. What did you think about salt?
I think it's good for the salt.
You know what would be really nice in here?
I'll give up what?
Some crushed chili pepper. Should I add a little bit? For you and me?
Do it per taste. We can do it at the table.
Okay, so that's like do not add in. But I
So
would
you're adding more
recommend.
salt, even though I said it was enough
Oh,
salt.
sorry, no, you didn't give
I
me
did.
that.
I said it's salty enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I think. Okay, we'll try it again
And
now.
roll the tape back and
Okay, you guys, you can
prove that I
comment
said
comment if indeed he said that it was fine on the salt. I think he just said he needed more pepper.
that. Yes. So I think it's fine with salt. Good.
Oh, I like it. What do you think?
Yep. We're ready.
Too much salt?
Yep. No,
No.
I'm kidding.
You better be kidding. Okay. Serve it up in here. And look at that. How many minutes?
15:45.
Pretty darn good, I would say, for a quick dinner. Oh wow, that looks good. Now I'm wishing that we did have the shrimp in here. Now this would serve probably 4 people.
Or two of us.
Or 2 of us. but 4 people if you're going to serve it with a salad or another accompaniment. So here it is, a quick 15-minute winner chicken dinner of a very fake paella just for you.
Yummy.